Welcome back once again, friends. How are you all doing today? It's time for some more Satisfactory Overexplained here on my channel. I hope you're doing okay. We're going to jump straight back in. We've got lots of stuff to be getting on with today. I realised things got a little bit scatty towards the end of the last one, didn't they? We forgot to make the new weapon. We just forgot to make him. We forgot to unlock the milestone for power, for coal power and stuff. But it's late, I was tired. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But anyway, so let's go and get cracking straight away with our coal power. That's our first order of business today. Although I've just noticed we've got a couple of yellow lights here, and I'm not sure why that is. 95% efficiency, I can live with that. That's fine. Let's see what our what's it called? This thing, the hub. Let's see what our hub wants again. Oh, it was up here. We need 150 plates, 50 rotors, and a bunch of wire. I think the wire I'm not worried about. The rotors we might have already. Let's have a little squint. Which box is rotors again? This one. Oh yeah, we got a stack there. We'll just take those. We need a few cable. Which one are they? This one. Take some of those. How much concrete have I got? Because we're going to be building quite a lot today. So I think we need to be ready. I'm going to take 4 stacks of concrete. It seems like a lot, but we are going to need it. And I know we're going to need some of this copper sheeting as well, because that's what we use to make some of the pipes and stuff we're going to need. Wire we might need. How much have I got? 465. That's probably close enough. Oh wait, what have I done there? I managed to. I want to take that, put that one back. There we go. Got a few quick wire. We might pop off and try and get some more quick wire, because I'm kind of feeling we're going to end up back earlier in the series. We ended up. I think it was last episode. I know the episode before we did a big excursion, and we found some coal then. I think that's probably where we're going to end up setting up our coal plant. We used a bit low on rods then. That's interesting. Oh yeah, we were splitting the rods here in a sort of non-efficient way, weren't we? So I think we just have to wait and hope that they just balance themselves out. If it's still causing issues in the future, we'll go and check it. Right, let's see if we've got enough reinforced iron plates. We might have to craft a few if we don't. It's not looking good. We've got 67. So we might have to just do this. What do we need to craft them again? I think it's screws, and I can't even craft any at the moment because I don't have any screws on me. Let's grab some because I know we've got loads over here. No, that's the wrong box. But we're going to use some rods, so we'll take some. Here's these. And if we just pop a real quick crafting bench here, and just make sure we can make as many as we need. Oh dear. That's not many. Oh, it's the wrong thing. I need normal plates. Where's the normal plates? Here? Oh yeah, we're full of those. Let's take a whole bunch of those. Right, well this is going to be a bit tedious, isn't it? We should have done this. Should have done this off camera. I'll hit the pause button quick and we'll be right back. Oh boy, that was long, but we're done. We're done. We've got a whole bunch now. We are about to spend a whole load of them. But what the heck? We need to do it. We need to progress. So let's do it. Off they go. We'll send that off. Now we can have a good look at coal power and see exactly what we need to do. We're going to need to get a bunch of stuff, I think. So let's just have a quick look at our crafting screen. So what's new? Water extractor is new. So extracts water from the body of water it's built on. Note the water needs to be deep, and rivers are generally not deep enough. It extracts 120 meters cubed per water per minute, so 120 per minute. And it can lift a 10 meter range, allows fluids to be transported 10 meters upwards. So 10 meters is quite generous, actually, if you think about it, because like these blocks here, like if we do a 4 meter one, in fact, we'll do it like, if we get a low block, so this block here, it's not even it really. So let's just, if we can add, that's a 4 meter, so that's 4, that's 8, and then a 2 on top of that. So this distance here, and if we do something like, let me just do this to make it obvious. So these metal ones, that's how high just one pump can move the water. So that's quite That's quite good. Like, you know, you can move water upwards quite easily in this. It's not a challenge. You just got something you got to bear in mind in case things aren't working. If you're moving water up, maybe that's why, and you need some pumps. So that's one part. We got him. We also got coal-powered generator. Oops. Did not mean to pick him. Burns coal to boil water. The steam produces, rotates turbines that generate electricity. Has a conveyor belt and pipeline inputs that allow coal and water to be automated. So, this will generate 75 megawatts of power. So, that's almost, well, it's 2.5 biomass burners. He's quite a sizable asset, though. Look at him. He is chunky. So this is the first really big thing we get. So we're going to try and put some of those down. It's going to be a good little mission. We've got this double wall outlet. I like that one. I don't think we got that from the coal thing. I think we got that from maybe the quick wire thing. God, I'm not sure actually. But anyway, that lets us just do now a nice double wall outlet, which essentially, how can we show this real quick? Where's my walls? Here's a wall. So if we just plonk a wall here, oh, you're not going to be able to see it there. That's a bad place actually. Let's try somewhere we can see the other side very easily. So if we put one there, when we use that double wall outlet, it's just like a wall outlet, except it automatically comes out the other side. So it just makes making the wires even tidier than it was before, which is nice. So we will be making use of that pretty soon as well. What else have we got in here? So we got our pipelines. We're going to use those to transport water to the power stations. So that's cool. What else have we got? A fluid buffer. So this can hold up to 400 units of water, liquid. It has a pipeline input and output port. I don't think we got anything else other than that. So that's cool. So the first thing we need to do as well is scan for coal. So we'll do a scan right now and we'll have a look at the map and see if there's any closer, because we found some down here somewhere, I think it was. So we'll see what yeah, here it is. Yeah. So there's a lot of coal there. I think we'd be very silly not to just go and make use of that. Normal, temp, normal. Okay. It's nice and flat as well, so there's good space for us to sort of build out and probably build a nice power station. So we've got some pure coal over here. That could be pretty good too. So maybe what we'll do is we'll have a detour over to this place just to see. Coal recon. So we'll go for that and we'll check that one out first and see what it's like. Otherwise we'll head back to here and we'll just make use of that coal. The thing that's interesting about coal, what we'll do before we set off, this might actually give us the information we need, is we use coal for steel. We did mention that earlier on. It's a little bit going ahead of what we know in the game. Hopefully it's going to ding. Are we going to get some dings over here? So we have got a pure iron there, see, and that's right next to where all that coal is. So that could be really useful for us in terms of making a nice steel factory as well. But at the same time, you know, we could just make a mishmash here and we can have a bit of steel and the rest coal. So I just want to go and scope out the other potential coal location though, just to see what it's like. So I think that's what we're going to do first. We're just going to have a little quick scoot around. We'll make a little shopping list so we've made sure we've got enough resources when we go. We just want to just check that everything looks like it's full. Which it kind of does. It's not. There's tiny flashes of yellow, but it always seems to be like that no matter how well I try to make it perfectly balanced. Still stuff happens. Like, why is this guy not producing? Because he's full. Oh, because the box is full. Yeah, because we're full of wire. That's why. Okay, that's all right. That's a problem we'll fix another time. The other thing I'm just thinking about is, before we make our shopping list, last time we unlocked the zip line and we haven't used it yet. And we need one of these to make it, so let's do that. What else do we need? Quick wire. Curses. Okay, well, we're going back towards where the coal was earlier, hopefully, and that's where the quick wire was. So we can grab, well, the caterium to make quick wire anyway. So we can grab some of that and then try and get that zip line built soon. What are we going to do though? We want to build a few things. So we're going to need a couple of miners probably, or maybe just one for the coal, I'm thinking. I think just one is enough. The only thing I dislike about the coal powered generator is it doesn't tell you how much fuel it needs. There's nowhere I can see here that tells me that, right? So here it doesn't say it. You know, in this description here, nothing here says how much coal per minute it needs or anything like that. And when I use it, when I try and look at this thing, the supported fuel types doesn't show it, which is very annoying as a first-time user. I think that's one of the failings of this. There just must be a mistake that it's just not there. Because if we look on our biomass ones, it shows us all of them. And although the coal power generator can only take coal, I'd still expect it to show me that it takes coal. And I think it burns it at 15 units per minute. So we need to bear that in mind. We're going to probably end it. So if we do, we can turn it between two ways. Let's, if we put this down again, we'll just have a look at what else it requires. So it needs water, and each coal plant takes 45 per minute. And if we look back at our water plant, wherever he's gone here, he made 120 per minute. So if we just do some quick maths, you can just tell like 45 doesn't go into 120 nicely. But if we multiply it up, we can get to a point where it does work. So if we think about it this way, we've got, let's say, so if we've got 4 coal generators, they each need 45 water per minute. So that's 180 water. So we could make 2 that would provide enough. 2 pumps, sorry, that would provide enough water. We'd have to maybe underclock them so that they do 180 rather than 240 would be the most that they do. Or what you can do is maybe we could do 8 coal plants. Because if we do 8 coal plants, then we'd need 360 water, which is exactly how much 3 power pumps makes. Water pumps, it's power pumps, my words not coming out this evening. So yeah, I think we'll go for 8. That's what I'd prefer to do. I think it's the most sensible thing to do, and we'll just hook it all up and see how it works together today, and hopefully it'll all be good. So we're going to build 8 of these. That's just a lot. We need way more reinforced iron plates again to do that many. Dang. That's all right though. We're going to leave it there, and we're going to figure this out together, how much stuff we need. We're going to build a whole load of pipe. This uses copper though, so we should be good to just build that. We've got 600 copper in our pockets right now, so we should be fine to build some of this stuff. We need to. We needed 3 water extractors, we said. So we need a bunch more rotors for that. I can see that iron plates are going up again. Really struggling on all these iron plates. We might have to pause and do some manual crafting again. Those are the main buildings we need. Well, actually, we'll need 2 miners to do that because they're just normal nodes over there. Yeah, so if we've got, 8 plants and they each use 15, then yeah, we'll need 120 coal coming into those. So I think that's the main buildings covered. So we just need to make sure we've got those resources. So you might have to forgive me while we do another quick pause. Because let's see, how many reinforced plates have we made in the interim? Oh, nearly 60. That's not too bad, but I craft them a lot faster than that. So look, we need another like 100, which is a lot. So yeah, we're probably going to have to do that. Let's go and grab the rotors as well. Make sure we've got all our ingredients. Is this one rotors? Always run too far. We need to get some signs soon and we can start sticking them up. Help us know what's what. We need some cable. We'll grab that. That's fine. We've got the pot. So the only thing we need now is the reinforced iron plates. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the same as I did a minute ago. I'm going to pop up a bench here. I'm just going to craft a bunch of them real fast using some of these and some of the screws, and we will be right back. That's not the right box for screws. That's the right box for screws. But yeah, I'll gonna get back here and I will see you in a moment. Right, I'm back. I've had to unpause a little bit earlier than I expected because my power grid's just blown while I was just sitting here scrolling on my phone. I don't know what's happened. So I'm just gonna let this get to 1 to 20, and then we'll stop. And we'll go and find out what's going on. Why is our energy blow? Have we run out? We can't have run out of fuel. That doesn't make any sense. Unless we've just hit. Unless our max consumption. No, our max consumption shouldn't go over it. It's 348. What's happened? Unless we did run out of fuel. Oh boy, everything's empty all of a sudden. We did a lot of stuff without getting any fuel. So we better go and do a very quick fuel recce to sort this out. It only highlights even more how much we clearly need to get some coal power on the go. So I think we're going to have to just be a bit ruthless for now and take out some of these really big trees, as lovely as they are, and just get some stuff in the burners as soon as possible so we can keep producing. It is quite interesting that I ran out of reinforced plates as much as I have on this save game, because this never happened to me like that before. I wonder if it's sort of because we're kind of focusing on doing stuff quite at pace, and I think when I've played it myself, I'll just go a lot slower, do a lot more exploring and stuff like that. So because we're skipping some of that sort of downtime, we're not giving things the time to sort of regrow naturally. So yeah, but we'll see. It should be fine, but I think it'll catch up over time. And we're doing fine. I'm enjoying the fact that I can pause recording on OBS. I didn't know that was possible. So yeah, making liberal use of that for toilet breaks, etc. without having to announce it is great. And then I don't have to edit the video afterwards. Oh, this has just reminded me about this sulfur patch that I meant to put it on the map. So at least I remember it's here in the future. So let's just do that right now. Put it here. Oh. Sulfur. We'll put it on a near, and maybe we'll give it the little one of these icons. And then, oh, it's also, yeah, it's yellow as well, isn't it? But we'll make it this colour and see what that looks like. Fine. At least we know that for future reference. We can come back and get it. Oh. Chainsaw animation seems to have bugged out. Oh, are we full already? Oh, it's because I'm still full of stuff from earlier. Of course. Well, we've got a handful of materials, so we'll take those back real quick and get them in the thing. I'll dump all these screws, and we might have to get a bit more fuel because we want it to be running like the whole time we're away. It's not the most exciting thing to include in the video, but we'll just do it. Then we'll get running to get that coal power set up as soon as possible. Let's see, guys. Oh, we've got to go this way, haven't we? Because that's how we set it all up. The one time I don't want it to be convenient. Wood in the left, leaves in the right. Let's get rid of all these screws I'm carrying. There you go. How many plates we got? Quite a few now, so that's good. I've just realised we can probably delete this stuff from our to-do list because we don't need that. Oh, I pressed escape and that doesn't clear the to-do list. Hang on, let's do that properly. Right, there we go. And there we go. Auto picking up, please. That's what we want. Alright, sorry trees. Needs must, etc. Load of trees over this way. Let's go and chop some of these. And hopefully we won't have to damage the forest too much more after this, because we'll get coal set up and then we can transition away from using trees and leaves to give us energy. Oh, a bit too quick. There we go. Alright, a few more and then we're done, I think. Right. I think that's probably enough. I'm going to just do one more chop. We can get a couple of trees close together. There we go. This bit over here looks good. Oh, and there's a sluggy. Because sometimes when you do this, like, we should get all of the trees in one go. Oh, hello. Oh, we can try our new weapon. Come here. Yeah, 3 hits now, mate. Easy modes. Oh, he's hidden under a bomb thing. Fine. Alright. That other cog has just seen me, but I don't care. We're running. I've just remembered the parachute is quite strange that we crafted last episode. It does have some strange properties. Like, if you manage to trigger it and fly with it, it sort of lets you float up hills faster. It's hard to explain. Like, yeah, it's very weird. We were just doing it then. It's like you skim along the floor. I don't quite understand it, but it's quite fun. Right. Why are these not moving? Oh, because there's no power. Oh, Christ. Of course, Rob, you can't just feed that stuff in and expect it to work. We need to actually make some. How do we sort this out quickly? Let's think about it. We need to dump some stuff in a box. Like, what can I get rid of temporarily? That stuff. Got a bit of biomass there. Got some solid biofuel even. But what we'll do is let's put all of that, all of that, all of that. These building blocks can all go in. We don't need those right now. Right, that'll do. Just so we've got a bit of space, so we can very quickly make some solid biofuel. It's so slow to make it though. I'm actually wondering whether I just put in my pile of 200 I've got, and that should hopefully be enough to get everything going. Because by that point, it will power up the other things, which will then process the other biofuel, and then hopefully just sort of be self-sustaining again. Let's go and give that a try and hope for the best. It's our first problem we've had to solve. Enjoy. We like fixing problems. Okay, this guy still sounds like he's got... Yeah, some of them have still got biofuel. I think like 1 or 2 have run out, and that's what's caused the issue. So if I just dump this stuff in here for now, this just needs a moment to split out and get all the way around. Oh. Can't quite jump tall enough to get on top of a storage box yet. And hopefully this is going to do it. Because it's not going to start up until we flip the switch, so we can just let it sort of move out like this and sort itself out. I might just quickly, while we're waiting for that... Oh Christ, I dropped all my bloody metal plates and stuff, didn't I? Let's go and grab them real quick. We can sort of make a bit of extra biofuel while we're waiting, and hopefully it can resolve itself in a minute. I think that's all I need, right? Yep. So how many have we got? We've just put 200 in there. It's going to divvy out between, what, 12? So they're all going to get about 8 each or something. Not a huge amount, but it's some. So if we just set up a bench right here real quick, we'll do a quick bit of crafting. Probably need to get... It's not worth me making that straight away, is it? I'm not sure. I can make some of this, craft that, because I'll be putting the wood and the leaves into the thing myself. So we're just going to have to just do this and see how it goes. Good grief. I'm just going to hit that pause button one more time so you don't have to watch all this crafting. Okay, we're back again. Just finishing off doing a whole bunch of my own solid biofuel to put in. Where's my stack gone? So I'll keep some for me. This lot can go in. And now I'm hoping that's going to get divvied up. We do. Right, so he's got 29, 25, 30. Okay. So they've all got about 20-ish, 30-ish in them at the moment. So that's That's looking pretty good. I think we're probably pretty good to do this. I knew I should have checked the fuel. It had been a while. We didn't think about it. But never mind. Everything's back up and running. Grand. So we're now at that point. We're consuming about 300-ish. So we've got about 60 headroom again. That's great. Let's go and drop the rest of this wood and leaves in the box. So that should keep us going for a good old while now. We've got absolutely tons of wood and leaves in here. So we'll need to just try and remember. Maybe we'll check at the start of each episode while this stuff is still running. Hopefully we won't even have to do it, because by the end of today we'll have made a new power station. Nearly forgot to pick up my ingredients to take with me to build said power station. Right, looking at our checklist, looks like we've got everything again. Fab. Let's just get cracking. Hopefully this is all gonna be okay. Please look after yourself, my lovely machines. They're my only friends on this planet, man. Right, coal recon. We're gonna go off-road for this one because we've got parachute now. We can run and jump really far. And we've spent a lot, I feel like I've spent a lot of time in this episode doing nothing so far. So that is not good. Oh, here's our little flying friend. Hiya. We could have nearly landed on him. Coal recon's looking like it might be high up in the air. Oh, high up that way. I'm not sure what biome that is. I don't recognise it. This is a very high way up. I wonder if I can land here. See if we can get up the side of this bit somehow. Can we? Feels a bit like this is not an intended way at all. Let's look at the map again. Okay, maybe better if we just follow the coast along. We'll try going around at the end. See what we see. Oh, that looks really cool under there. What was that? Weird. Yeah, you can press shift. I'm doing it now. If you press shift, you go faster in the air. And if I press it, I'll walk in the air sort of thing. So now we're going slow. Now we can go fast again. Yeah, very interesting. That happens with all the stuff. Even the zip line thing that we get to do the travel on the power lines works in the same way. Right. Let's see what we can see. I'm actually going to just ignore the enemies, because we've done a whole bunch of that research. I don't feel like we need to do anymore. We will grab heals if we see them, though, because they are very useful. Right, this looks big. Can we go this way? How do we reckon we get up on top of here? This is... I mean, we could just build like a giant ramp. I mean, I'm half tempted to just do that, just to get up there and have a look. Because this doesn't look like it. We don't have the equipment to deal with these horrible gas guys yet, so... Maybe we'll just try doing a... Let's just try it. I'm going to do a huge ramp. Just like straight up here. Oh, we're not on Zoop. Let's go. 10 ramps. You can run up them before they appear. I always find it a bit scary to do that, but you can do it. 10. This is tall. Like, that is very high up. I know it's the pink forest. I tell you what, the pink forest is a tough area. I might be able to make the jump from here though. Let's try it. If we go... actually, wait. Think about this sensibly, dude. Let's just build a little ramp like this. So now we can go. Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Sweet. Wait, is this it? We're here. Okay, that's not actually as bad as I thought. If it's just right here, is there another Pure Wondrous here? Oh, lovely. That is good news. Oh, there's a Mercersphere up there. Interesting. We should probably try and grab him, because they are very useful. It's just a bit tricky before we get some other movement technology. Oh, hello. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, don't do running jumps. can just do normal jumps, I think. See, he started to... No, that's very odd. I pressed jump to jump up the edge, but I was already in the air, apparently. So he got his... Oh, what? Got his parachute out automatically. That's very... It's a bit... Oh. The collision on things like this and the way you sort of fall off sometimes is a bit inconsistent and weird. We move. Right. Big jump. Big jump. No! Did it again. We just floated instead of jumping. I must be just very slightly pressing it too late. Of course, we could just cheat. I'll have one more go and then we're just going to cheat. Oh, for God's sake. You've done this to me, game. Let's just make it default, because now I think we can just go like this. Wait, we should be able to jump high enough to do that. That's annoying. Because I know... Hang on, let's test this, right? Can I jump on top of a 4-metre block? Yes, I can. So why can't I jump high enough to build a 4-metre block underneath me? Frustrating. Right, let's just do 2 meters. What is going on? I'm coming for you. Where is he? There he is. We're nearly there, everyone. What is going on? The graphics go really weird when you're inside the building block thing. Very strange. Right, can you just give me your goodies now, please? Thank you. Jeez. That was harder than it needed to be, for sure. Oh, I don't like leaving a mess like that around. So we've got these 2 pure coal nodes here. That is kind of good, for sure. And there's water here. So this looks like a good place to build coal power. But at the same time, I feel like the other place is more appropriate. We can build what we want, and we can then do steel there as well. Because I don't think we'll need that much coal power. Because then we get new methods of energy after that. Again, you know, so hopefully just 8 coal power plants will be enough to get us through to the next sort of stage. Oh, come on, let me get that last one. Oh, no, we missed that one. No. Come here. Wrong button. Come on. Come on. Highlight. Why is it not highlighting? Oh, we're too low now. Good grief. Oh, well, we're just going to have to leave it. So if we float over this way, I think this is the direction that the other coal was, because it's where our salmon quartz mine was. See if we can spy any little secrets or treasures on the way. Floating like this is slower than running, but it's nice and chill. We don't have to worry about the enemies so much. Okay. Oh, there's a copper node here as well. So this is where we were earlier. Well, look here, look, you can see there's our little workshop that we left. So, we're going to just get cracking. Get this power station up and running as soon as we can. Let's see if we can lay of the land a little bit. Let's get rid of this guy because he's going to pester us otherwise. Yep, sorted. Little bits like this are also quite tricky because, again, you get the weird, wonky, slidey sort of collision that only seems to happen sometimes. I don't really get it. But there we go. We got that little sluggy, so that's fine. So we've got our coal over here. Let's see how much where they are exactly. I think there's 4 of them all together. So we've got one there. There's one there. And then, where's the other ones? Oh, here. Alright, cool. So we got 2 more by here, look, as well. So that's fine. And where was that iron node that we saw? Is it on top of this bit? Yes. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll use these two for today for the power station, and we'll use these for some what's the word again? Steel, once we get into the steel production. So that'll work out quite nice. We're going to use both of these coal nodes to feed into our power plants. Just trying to think where they're going to go, and where we can put water extractors is probably the next thing we need to test. Now, like I said, the water needs to be deep enough, so we just need to make sure that we can put them where we want to. So let's just test that out, because if you get one of these fluid extractors, oh, here it's fine. When you go too close to something, you can see it sort of goes red, and underneath it says the resource is not deep enough. So these bits are fine by the looks of things, so that's encouraging. And we need to get 3 of these guys down, hopefully in a neat sort of line together. I wonder if we can actually do that right here. Let's get up the tower and start having a look. So, oh, actually, there's loads, isn't there? So I think we're good. We got all the coals over here. So essentially, we want to get some foundations, and we'll just plop these down as our sort of starting point, just to give us something to just sort of work with. The other thing we haven't talked about yet, actually, is about how you can overclock power stations, which is actually my preferred way of doing it these days. They're one of the best things to overclock, I think, along with probably the mining machines. So we want some power stations. We wanted 8 power stations, we decided, right? But when you overclock an item, a building usually, what happens is it increases the power draw of that thing, right? So we looked at some earlier, and if we look at, like, I don't know, like a constructor, oh no, we'll just look in this screen. You can see down over here it says that this thing takes 4 megawatts, and then if we overclock it, it sort of increases by an exponential amount. It's not linear, it's just exponential. But with something like a power station, if you try overclocking that, it doesn't draw power, does it? It only generates power. So it doesn't have a negative drawback other than the fact that the building itself needs more input. So what that does mean is you can overclock the coal power plant, meaning it takes in twice as much coal, but you only need 1 building instead of 2. So should we do that is the question. I kind of think maybe we do. Because if we don't have to build 8, we can then build 4, which means we only have to have 2 pumps, which use less power and less resources to build them in the first place. So maybe we'll just do 4 power plants and 2 water pumps. And I think that could work out quite nicely. Oh no, sorry, I think the water requirement doubles as well. So we might still need 3. We'll see. Let's pop some more of these down. And we'll just plop our power stations down here. And can I fit the water extractors here? Oh, they're a bit big, aren't they? But that's okay. Maybe we... I was really hoping I could fit 3 here, but we can only fit 2. So maybe we do 2 here, 1 over here. Would that work? Oh, I don't know. Or, oh golly. Oh golly gosh. Let's park here. We're going to stretch this thing right across the water, I think. Who's seen me this time? Oh, you guys. Whatever. Right, so let's see. How big is the power station first? Can't remember how big it is. Right, he's a long building, isn't he? But if we build like a nice skinny thing going out into the water here, we can put the sort of water things maybe either sides. We'll put all the... So you can see As usual, we've got like the inputs are here. You've got a new type of input. If you look, this one's like round, so that's for pipes. Square takes in the coal, this takes in the water. So let me just check one thing real quick. If I look at this guy, so yeah, we can't see it here. I've only got 3 of these, although we did just pick up a yellow slug, so we can go and change him real quick. Let's go and do that while I'm thinking about it, just so we've got enough batteries for doing the overclocks we want. Although maybe I don't even have enough, because I think I'd need 2 batteries per... Where's the... Oh, this is the wrong kind of crafting thing, that's why. I need this one. So now I've got 5, which is a pain in the butt, because we need a couple more. So we might have to pop home and get them. Or we have to look for another power slug or 4, which is not ideal. Let's get it set up and built, and then we'll run home and do the rest. But yeah, when we overclock them, the reason we need more is because put in 1 battery unless you go to 150, but we'd want to take them to 200. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get rid of that for now. Oh, look, this guy's being a pest. Okay. Look, if you're going to just growl at me the whole time, let's go. There we go. Sorted. Right, so, and home is just across this water, actually, so maybe we just build some sort of fancy bridge here. Fancy, I say, it's going to be really basic. But probably I don't need all of these foundations over here anymore. We can get rid of those. Ah! I deleted my lookout tower by accident. And now it's looking like we could actually fit the water all here. Oh, I can't decide, lads. Why am I being so... what's the word? Indecisive today. Let's have a look. So we've got to remember the coal's over there. We're going to build 4 power stations. We did think we were going to do 8. So actually doing 4 is saving us a whole bunch of resources, which is going to be very helpful. But let's not overthink this too much. So maybe we'll just put 1 here. I feel like it's not in a good position. Hang on. Let's try that again. If I put you about... we'll leave some space in the middle to do all the works. So if I'm thinking if we leave it like a tile and a half either side should do. Come on. What are you doing? You had the blue line and it's gone. Right, so I want him to go maybe back to about there, I think. So we've got a nice space in the middle to sort out all the logistics that we need. Right, cool. So there's a few things that these guys are going to need. They're going to need, well, let's at least overclock this one so I remember it. We'll copy, can we copy his settings? No, you can't copy this power station settings for some reason, which is very irritating. We'll put this one on 200%, and we'll have to remember when we need to do that to the others. We also then need our water supply. So I do think, yeah, look, if we drop this back to 100, you can see he needs 45 water. So he's going to need 90 water. They're going to need the same amount of water, so we do need 3 pumps, like we thought before. Now, the only thing that's quite tricky about how pumps work, and it's hard to explain, really, so I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to put a water thing this side, am I? Well, let's just try it and see. Can I put a water extractor here? I could, but you'd have to go sort of more over here. It's not deep enough here, look. But I can pop him here and just bring the thing over. So we'll just do that. It's a little bit strange, but I'll work with it. Resource is not deep enough there. But it is if I put him this way. That is very strange, isn't it? Okay, fine. I'm not gonna think about it too much. So, how do I explain the water thing? I'm just trying to think about how we do it, because it is quite tricky. Let's just get both of these set up first. Can you do me a lock on like that? There it is. Okay, so these big water pumps, each pump 120. These 4 buildings need 360. But what I've noticed that happens when I've done this before is the other thing that we haven't talked about, I suppose, is the fact that the pipes, they have like a limited amount, just like the conveyor belts do. So a pipe, if we look over here, oh, come on, let me, whoop. So look, it says we need 300, its capacity is 300. So if these guys are doing 360, that's going to be slightly more than 300. So what happens is if you put them all in a line, if you like sort of put these guys all in a line, all pumping into a single pipe and pump it through, it's not going to work because the pipe can't carry enough water. But what does seem to work is if you do one guy coming in from one side, another guy coming from the other side, and then this guy acting like a sort of supplement in the middle of where those two things meet, then that kind of works. So we're going to do just some sort of mishmash of things here. I'm just going to set up a quick thing here for when I do water pipes in the future. But what we're going to use is some of these junctions. They're quite cool. The only thing we're going to struggle with a little bit here is that the water, the things don't all line up neatly. So the puzzle here is like how I link one to two of them and the other to two of them and then join both of those, and then this third one's going to join at that point. So probably going to do something like, we'll have this in the middle, and then this guy here is going to connect to that one. Now, pipes are not my favourite to work with because they don't have a good snapping mode like they don't work as well as the conveyor belts. That's the long and short of it. So we'll pop him here for now. That looks acceptable. That looks sort of acceptable. Let me just run around the other side and make sure. Yeah, that's not too bad. So the way you place these is quite tricky. You can drag them around and you can see it just sort of moves it. I mean, it would work. It'll just clip through the building and it'll still work if you do that. But if you want to make it look nice, you can use the mouse wheel to sort of change which way it points. If you want to get a nice 90 degree, you essentially just do 2 clicks and then move it around a bit until it gets into the right place, because it won't stay where you've left it. So I know I want it to be there. And although it stayed there, it's now made the pipe bend out behind it. So you have to drag it across a little bit so that this the stand that this little thing is on is in a slightly different place. There we go. So that's him fit in. So this guy is going to be he's our supplement water. So what we might do is if I can do another one of these here, if it'll let me. Why is that not working? It should fit. Yeah, there we go. So I'll put this one here. And what I might do is this guy is going to just connect straight into that one. Oh, it's almost a straight line. That's really nice. Yeah, you can go like that. And then we'll connect you. And he'll also connect to this one, like that. Oh, it's a little bit wonky, but I'm just going to ignore that. Don't care. Don't care enough today to fix that. So there we go. So that's kind of doing the one side, and then this guy needs to do the other side as well. So we'll just mimic essentially what we did over here, but sort of in a mirror image, if you like. So this time he's gonna, yeah, that looks okay. Build there. We need, oh wait a second. I haven't put these into. I need one of those there to join that guy. I forgot about that. Why won't it? There we go. So now we're in there. So let's get, we need another splitter here for this one. That splitter can join up like this. And this guy can go in there. Right, we've forgotten about the coal though. So we need to do the coal. Now, I used to tie myself in knots trying to make this look really nice, but I've kind of given up on that by this point. And all I do is I just slap in some of these guys and turn them around at the top. And we can fill these guys. We need to get the coal set up next. to come and feed these generators. So the water now should be fine, because we just need to make sure that we connect these two, I think. So if I just plop him into here, that should be enough, I think. So now what you've got is like this guy's got a line coming this way. It comes this way a little bit as well. What we could do, I don't know if we've got valves yet. Have we got valves? No, we don't. Valves are a thing you get a bit later. They help you control the flow of direction of water. But what should happen here now, I think, is this guy's primarily pumping to this one. Residuals going to that one. And then the opposite's true for this guy. Oh, wait. No, I've just thought this needs to work slightly differently. Oh, no, I've fallen off. Oh, God. How do we get back up easily? Where's the ladders on these buildings? Oh, right at the far end. Look, there's one. Because what I'm thinking is now, this sort of supplementary centre pipe is joining onto the second part of this one, and we should make this do the same. So instead of joining here, it should join closer to that one. And hopefully that will give us a nice sort of even distribution. It is a bit tricky, I'm not going to lie. Like, it doesn't work that well. So, in fact, what I might do is just delete this thing, put another one of these here, put another one of those there. Oh, we can just join it up like this. Right, and I think now that should do what I'm hoping it will do. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get it all testing soon enough. So that's that done. Now we need to just think about getting our coal over here. So let's do that real quick. And I forgot to bring power from the main base here. So what we might have to do instead is salvage some materials from here. We'll just make a little coal generator, a few biomass generators to just get us started. Because once the coal is in the main thing, then it should be good. And this is going to drain quite a bit of power. I'm not sure if we've got enough power at home for it already. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a seat of the pants. We're just going to see how it goes. Hope for the best. That's how I like to play this game. Don't do too much planning. Just like throw stuff down, put it together, see what happens, and then fix it afterwards. So let's get a miner down. And you can point that way for now, for sure. And you can point that way. I'm not going to do any fancy building for these guys. They're just going to need to feed into probably some... we'll have like a little conveyor set up. In fact, let's go back this way and sort this bit out first. We can stand on top of here. There we go. Right, so if we get... we don't want a merger, we want a splitter. It's going to come in from this towards us. That's fine. Go that direction. I'll pop one on him as well. Although you don't need to put one on this second one. I like to do it just because it makes them line up nicely and you can make the conveyor belts connect properly. So if we do that, that's grand. So we'll have one of the coal plants will feed into one of these. And that should be, he'll be doing, he's going to have 60, so that'll be giving 30 to each one, which is what we want. And then the same on the other side. So the only thing we need to make sure is that we get some... where are they again? Conveyor poles set up. So there's going to be two lines coming in. One's going to go in there, one's going to go in there. So we could probably bring them together. We've just got this pipe right in the middle, haven't we? Now, on a second. Maybe we get rid of that. And we move it a little bit further down. Excuse me. That is definitely not what I want to do. Let's just do it. That's fine. Let's get our poles out. Perfect. And now I can sort of stand him here, do him a double one. And that should be it. So what we'll do from here now is this guy can join to there, this top guy can join to there, and then these guys can join to each other. Like so. So that should be fine. And then these guys just need to then obviously link out this way. The tricky thing with this, this hammer cursor I always find is like... it's not like a normal mouse pointer because the pointing area is actually the tiny dot right in the middle of the hammer and the handle. So, and I always think it's like the top right, you know, like, oh, the top left corner of it, like an actual mouse pointer is, you know, like this one. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, that is sometimes, but right, cool. So we've got that sorted. This is going to be well easy. When I've done coal before, the coal has been a lot further from where I've ended up making the plants. So I'm happy this has worked out like this. We'll do a little thing like that. Connect you to there. We'll go and get this guy as well and do a similar thing. Then we'll just hook everything up with some basic power lines and we'll see how much power it uses. So then we can figure out what sort of mini power infrastructure we might need to make just to get it started. Because once it's started, it's sort of self-managing then, right? Because it's going to be powering the miners that give it the coal that then make more power. So that's all lined up nicely. We might pop home and grab those batteries. We need to do that. Forgot about that part. But let's just wire things up real quick because these things take quite a bit of juice. So let's do you to connect like that. We'll have like a main power. The main power line will come over this side, I think. Oh, we don't quite have room. Let's just make a little extra thing there. We'll connect this over to here like this. You could get your own little power line by here, mate. Each of these power stations obviously needs its own power connections as well. So we'll just bring this out here. We'll connect like this. So that's him connected, and we'll do the same thing down this way. We bring him right to this corner here. Pop him here. We'll do that like that. So that's all of those guys connected. We also need to connect up the miners. So we'll just do that real quick and dirty like this. Oh, there we go. Right, I was a bit confused about what was happening then, but we got there. Right, so all of these things are now connected together. Max consumption is 60 watts, so that's not too bad. That's 2 biofuel gens. We'll do that, give us enough to get the water flowing. Is that right though? That doesn't seem right to me that it's 60. Are they all connected? What are these? How much power do these guys take? 20. So those 3 is definitely that. But why is these guys not being added onto it? We've got 3 of those, which would be 60. Then we should have these 2 for another 10, so it should be 70. Oh, it is 70. It's because I had my mouse over the bloody... Oh, do you see what we talked about that probably back in the first episode? And I think it always catches me out. Right, okay, so let's... Well, what I might do, have I got enough stuff to build 3 biomass burners real quick? And then we'll connect them somewhere. And we'll just throw them here, I think. We just go like this. We will connect you all to each other. And then to this one. Or this one even, that's fine. Right, so now we just need to harvest a little bit of materials to make some biofuel. Should be able to just, if we just clear these trees anyway, they're right in the way of our nice industrial zone that we're building at the moment anyway. Sorry lads. I don't know why the chainsaw animation is broken recently, it's a little bit annoying. Oh, there we go, it's back again. Excuse me, little birdie guy. Okay, not much longer. Not much longer. Lovely stuff there. This should be plenty. Let's go and just do a quick bit of crafting. Put There we go. Sorry, I get a bit too clicky-clicky on the button sometimes. Right, so we'll just make it so we've got 3 stacks of biomass, which shouldn't take very long at all looking at this. And then that should be enough, I hope. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but we'll do a very quick run home and grab the extra batteries we need to get the other 2 power stations running overclocked as well. And yeah, that should be it. That should be all that we need. And of course, when it comes... Power stations are a bit tricky at first. I think like a lot of people struggle to get the water working properly. But you can do other things. Like you can underclock the water pumps and connect them to just the right amount of power stations. There's different ways you can approach it. If you just look at the numbers and just think about something that works, you can just try that. That's the sort of beauty of this game. Right, we were going to chuck this stuff in the power and let's just see what happens. One for you. I know you're going to blow. It's because we haven't all got fuel yet. Right. Off we go. So we just need that fuel to last long enough to get coal to the turbines in there. And as long as we do that, everything should start working just nicely. We'll go for a quick run back this way. Hopefully. That big boy's not going to cause us any trouble. And we can just run right up the cliff. Hey, it's looking pretty good from this direction right now, actually. I'm enjoying that. In fact, now I've got my big stick, maybe I can just kill this guy. Or did we kill him last time? No, we gave up because he was like throwing rocks at us and stuff, wasn't he? He's a tough cookie, this guy. I'm going to try and get him, though. Hit you in the bum, mate. What are you going to do? Come here. There we go. He looks cool though. Fair dues. I like their teeth. And the weird sort of wobbly physics. Ragdolls have always been hilarious, haven't they? Let's be honest. Right. Let's see. How did we get back up? Oh, my ramps were the other side. I remember seeing them. Not paying attention. Oh yes, we needed to connect this to power. And I did open it. Okay, fine. I couldn't remember that we'd actually opened it then. Jesus. My memory. Like a bloody goldfish. Right. No, 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 no. Oh, golly. Nearly fell there. That was embarrassing. Okay, what did we want again? Slugs. Alright, everything seems like it's working here as well, so I'm happy about that. Did we put them in here? Where's my spare batteries? Sure, I had some. Oh, maybe we don't. Oh, God. If we don't have any spare power slugs, we're in trouble. I thought we did. Okay, that's interesting. So we might have to then go on a quick slug hunt. That's fine. We've got our little gadget to do that. That's going to help. Let's just let's leg it back then. We'll get our gadget equipped. Oh no, I need to pick it up. It's in the box. We'll take that with us. And we'll see. Let me just look one more time. No, definitely no. Definitely none in there. Oh, my voice has gone really hoarse all of a sudden. Oh dear. Right, why am I running this way? It's not really what I want to do, but we do want to get... Oops. Our gadget out. It's set to slugs. There's a slug this way, just very slightly. So we're going to do a very quick bit of trying to find some slugs, I guess. No, no. Oh, it's increasing. It's increasing. That's what we like. Oh, it's the one under this rock. Yeah, we know that one. No, that one's there. We need another slug, not that one. Come on, there's got to be some more slugs around here. That'll do. Heaters into 2 as well, so that's quite good. Okay. So we did go past one that side already. Let's try just running this way. See what we find. Come on. So generally, yeah, if it's like this, where we got this little no signal thing. Oh God, sorry. Yeah, if it's like this no signal thing, then we've got no chance of finding any little guys. But hopefully it should, there we go. And once it does this, you can usually spin around to see the bar appear just a little bit like that. So let's have a look. It looks like we've got one over this way. Could be in all these gassy guys though, and if it is, we're not going to have any luck. Oh no, wait, it's more towards this direction. Oh wait, is this that cave we saw before? That had the purple slug in it. It is, right? Did I put a marker on the map here? Yes. Right, well, let's go and grab him because we do need him. This is one of those times. Just got to be ready for whatever's inside. This cave does feel dark. Also a bit misty down there. Oh, look at those horrible bastards. We don't like those guys. Oh, I wonder if I can just shoot them from up here. Oh, look at them. Disgusting. Where have they gone? Oh God, do they know some way to get up here? Oh, they're all standing. Oh, what the? Can they jump? I do not like that. Oh my God. Jesus. I found a way up here. I literally jumped out of my skin then. That was amazing. Right, let's just drop down and get the last one. Where are you? That's 2. 1 stuck in the wall. Horrible little guys. I hate you. We sorted it. We sorted it. And that should be, I hope now, enough stuff to do what we need to do. So now we just need to get out. How do you get out of here? Is that another one alive? It looked like it was. Yes, I saw you. Let's go anywhere? Nope. Okay, I guess we just... Oh, we can just climb up here, look. Go back the way we came. Oh, no, no, no. That was annoying. Let's do that again. Oh, dear. It's late. I probably need to stop. That's what this is telling me. Spider scared me half to death. I fell off the edge twice. Right, let's make sure we sort of look at the floor a little bit as we're moving. Right. There we go. We're back outside. Oh, God, there's more spiders right there. Ugh. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Right, let's see. We could really do with some faster ways of getting around for sure. There's something up there as well. I could just hear it. There's another sluggy. I saw him. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Oh, the coughing is real this evening. Excuse me, please die. Stupid flies don't care. Okay. So now we can head back this way. Let's get back to the power station. And hopefully... We didn't get a notification that one of our power grids has broken down yet, so it hasn't done that yet. So I believe... Yeah, here it is. Took me a while to see it. I was looking over this side for some reason. We're right here. ticking along nicely. I can see the coal going in. The power stations have got green lights on. It's all looking pretty good. That's great. Let's go and look. These guys have got... We didn't talk about this colour. So these guys have got white-blue sort of lights because they're overclocked, essentially. So that's what you get on an overclocked machine. So we can now do... They're very noisy, these machines, actually. I like the sort of atmosphere of it. We need to make... just pop him down there. Let's get our power shards crafted. Oh, look, we got 9 from that little excursion, so that's quite handy. Sweet. So the thing is, like I was trying to say, like, I mean, you can do this setup for the power stations in any way you want. You know, the numbers are here. We know it needs 15 coal. I know it needs 45 water. So you can tweak those numbers using this thing, using the batteries, and then build any combination that you can manage to do with whatever resources you've got. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's just a puzzle. Every sort of thing you have to build in this game is a mini puzzle on its own, which will be compounded by problems that maybe you've created through other things you've done, you know? So anyway, he's now up to 200%, which is great. And we'll get this guy up to 200% too. Boom. So now this grid is making 600 megawatts on its own. So that's pretty cool. We're not going to be good to retire our biomass just yet, because I think that'll give us a total of about 900 altogether, which is quite a nice total. It should free us up now to start building some of the other productions we need to get built. So let's just get this. Can we get this power line across the water? Maybe I can't. Let's cheat. We'll just build like a little pathway across the water for ourselves, and we'll get this over there. And what we're going to do is just link this all the way up back to home. Just so we've got one consistent power grid, power that's all linked up together. And what will be good, of course, you see, is that the biofuel generators we've got at home will turn off while the coal is doing most of the work. So we'll start saving biofuel for that reason, and it'll only kick in when we really need to use it. And of course, this stuff, like we saw in the unlocks earlier on, we will eventually get like a miner Mark II that can double the resources it pulls out. So we can expand this power station to have 8 overclocked power stations pretty soon if we really wanted to. So that's pretty good to keep in our back pocket sort of thing. Right, so I can see the power lines we built before. They just run up the hill here, look. So hopefully I'm going to be able to just plop this guy like on top of something here. Don't want it to be a wall one. Ugh. Why is this so difficult sometimes? There we go. So yeah, let's put you here, and then I can just connect you to you. And I wonder, does this thing actually draw power? That's quite an interesting point. I've never thought about that, because I usually disconnect them automatically. So the consumption is 281 at the moment. If I destroy this... Oh my god. Wait. No, I think the consumption's a bit wonky now here because we've just joined 2 grids together. So it's a bit tricky to tell. But now we're on this, right? We're on 2.3 something-ish. And if I connect this, do I now have higher consumption? Yeah, 3 something. So it does... Bloody hell. Right, so there's the pro tip. Remember to disconnect those, or else they're just going to suck power from your grid forever. It's gone hella foggy all of a sudden. What the heck's going on? Good grief. But now we've connected that, I just want to go back real quick and just make sure that this all looks like it's ticking along nicely. And we do want to go and stop off and go and grab some caterium, so we can get some more quick wire, so we can do some more smart filters, because they are extremely useful gadgets. Alright, let's just have a quick look. This looks tickety-boo. It's what you tend to happen here, because again, we're manifolding in the fuel, so, but because there's only 2 of them, it shouldn't really matter. He's using his fuel exactly at the rate he's getting it, so that's fine. These guys, though, I think these were the ones that weren't overclocked at first. And now they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out that spare coal they've got. The water pipes, we haven't actually looked at water pipes. We should have maybe done that. So these have got their own little screen for checking stuff. I'm not going to lie, I find this one a little bit confusing because I don't understand what the flow rate actually means. What the, you know, I think this is how it's going up and down to replace gaps in the water flow, right? So that's why this flow rate is changing up and down all the time, because the coal power plants are sucking water out of the system. You can use this thing to flush, which is quite interesting. When you get in situations where sometimes, we'll maybe talk about them when we get to them a bit later, but there are situations I've had where you've got several sources of liquid coming into the same pipe, and sometimes you use valves to restrict the direction it can go. And when stuff gets a bit stuck, you can use the valve, use this flush to flush the entire system. So you can do this, click this button here for full pipe network, and go like this. I'll just do it now, it doesn't really make a difference. And that'll just empty all of the water from all of the pipes. And then these guys are going to start requesting water again. You can see he's using the water. Now that water's going down, that's his reserves, but now it's starting to tick back up again because these guys are catching up. They've already started to fill up the pipes with water. These little indicators here show that you've got good, healthy water flow. You can't really make it out because it's nighttime, but they're blue because it's water. They're the colour of the liquid that they are, so you get like oil is black or whatever, right? But them doing that little pulsing animation, that's showing me we've got good flow there. If that wasn't pulsing like that and the colour wasn't showing, then you know that something's gone wrong and it's the pipe's empty. But this is all just working fine first time. And it is because we did this little sneaky adding in the third pump in the middle. So now, because what we've done essentially, because we've got 3 pipes, we've distributed their input points into this water system from one end to the centre to the other end sort of thing. So it just makes sure we've got a nice even flow of water the whole way through. But that's looking great. I think we smashed that first try, so I'm happy about that. I could probably delete these, but I'm going to leave them there in case we ever get in a problem where our grid trips again. Because if that happens, we'll need something here to kickstart the coal. So I'm just going to leave these guys here. They're exactly enough to power this little set of stuff. So should be all good. Right, that Caterium. How do we get up there again? I think. Let's see if we can go this way and get on top. Might have to just fudge it with some big foundations. Oh, let's see. So this is our cave. We want to probably pop in there and grab a bit. Well, that's another thing we could do. Maybe we could set that up while we're here, actually. We've got a bunch more power now. We haven't yet got bombs, so we can't clear this Caterium that we wanted to clear. But we can start automating some of the SAM and the quartz that was in that cave. So we might go back in there in a sec. We're going to just go and... how much stuff am I carrying? Too much is the answer. We'll get rid of some of this soon. But let's see if we can get to our Caterium node and grab some goodies from it. Who wants some? Where are you? Give me those berries in case we need to heal. Oh well. Don't see him. Whoever he was. Right. Oh, did I leave some miners here already? Oh, nice, smart. Oh god, we left a whole bunch. I'm not going to be able to carry that much. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I don't think we need all this. Ow! Mate, you guys did this to me last time. Why was that not hitting? That is ridiculous. Where's your mate gone? Flipping out, guys. Well annoying. Grab all. Grab all. Grab all. We do need to get something set up for this as soon as possible. It's a very useful resource, and we'll probably be making this run a few more times at this rate. I'll get rid of that extra slot just to get an extra little bit of inventory freed up. Why have I got a Xeno Zapper still? Were we going to use that to make... Oh, we were going to use it to make the the zip line, but we can't actually make that yet, can we? What do we need for it again? Quick wire. But, you know, we're going to have... I've got some more right now, so what we could do... let's just get... If I put one of these down, we can just make a few ingots ourselves. Make a few bits of quick wire, which I'm gutted about because I just threw the quick wire away like a complete silly. And yeah, we can just... we can make some of this stuff ourselves. Look, we can already make 65 quick wire. And then we can make some AI limiters manually, so maybe we'll just do this real quick. But it is so tedious doing it this way, isn't it? It's not exciting. It's not fun. I like just making stuff, running away, coming back, and then having goodies. That's a very satisfying, fun feeling. Right. 34 ingots seems like a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else we can do then. I think for the rest of this episode, maybe we will set up a little bit of automation inside that big cave that had the SAM and the... what's it called again? Quartz. That's the one. I'll just craft out all of these, so I've used all of those ingots up. And we can make a few AI limiters, which is great, but we won't do that until we need them. I think we'll concentrate on just making the zipline thing first, because it's super handy. And we're going to run a power line all the way down into that cave, so we can use it to get out of the cave afterwards, which will be really useful. It's a little bit slow uphill, but it's quite good once you get going. So that's grand. Thank you, ma'am. Now I can make my zip line. Yoink. So that's cool. And these guys are just beavering away, getting me some more resources, which I really appreciate. We will just have a quick look at inventory. Okay, cool. Let's... oh, what else have I got? Bits of food. Was that you just making a noise, mate? They always make such a big noise, those guys. Right, cool. We'll leave those guys for now. They got some more. We'll come and grab some more if we need it. We will sort of try and get all of this automated. It's quite nice, actually, because this has ended up with us having a bunch of stuff all in a nice sort of central location where we've got an easy way to cross the water. Either with a tractor. We did unlock those before. We can maybe use a tractor to bring some of the steel and the quick wire and stuff back to base. We could do it that way. Make some new storage that it gets shipped up to on the cliff edge somewhere. Easy for us to grab when we want it. Or, yeah, there's lots of ways. We could run a conveyor belt the whole way up there. It's nice and flat and easy terrain. So, yeah, lots of options. Enjoying that. Let's just whiz across here real quick. Get in this cave and see if we can start building some stuff. The only thing I'm worried about is that we're going to run out of supplies, which is highly likely. I think this is the cave entrance here, isn't it? Yeah. So let's... we need to grab some power, if we can, and bring that with us. Okay, get ready for battle, because I'm sure those spiders we killed last time will have respawned. Oh, a little bit of... What the heck is that about? Outside sunlight glitching through somehow. Yeah, they're all back alive. I can see them all. Here. Can I shoot them from here? We'll try. Does it reach this far? No. Do I have to aim above? Oh yeah, what a shot! Okay, you can sort of like... You just have to compensate for the distance. Nice! That was actually quite satisfying. Oh, here we go. Got any more? They're really horrible. The spiders, do not like them at all. Single shot reload is a little bit tight as well, isn't it? Where are they? Where are they? This guy's stuck, so we're just going to target practice him. Nice. Yeah, that looks unnaturally light all the way down there as well. Where is it? Oh, horrible little buggers. Horrible. Yeah, I think there's some sort of glitching going on with the shadows and stuff over there, but never mind, we'll ignore that for now. I think it's doing it here as well. There's like sunlight coming through somehow. So there we go, we've arrived. At least we've got some power in here now. So I should have enough concrete that we can actually do some proper building this time. So that got full. That's great. Wait, has he still got fuel in? Oh my god, he never ran out of fuel, this guy. That's cool. Bit of dues. So I think then let's... Oh, is that a slug right up there? Hang on a minute, we need to get him. Maybe we do it a different way. Can I just... Where can I put a foundation? And then climb a ladder. Let's see if this works. Oh my god, look how high up that is. That's one heck of a ladder. That's a long way up. What an enormous cave. Still can't reach him. Dude. Christ alive. Parachute controls are very weird. Hoik! Right, can I now get you? There we go. What a mess of blocks we had to make just to grab that guy. Right, is that it all tidied up? Yes. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. So, really what I want to do is, we've got this really nice big box of quartz now, but oh, there's another one there. I don't know, I'm not gonna make this too tidy. Let's just, because we're gonna just build around what we've already made. Oops. Let's zoop a bunch of floor around this. Don't really mind for now. Just need to make this work. And then what I want is 2 constructors, I think, is all we need. Let's make this nice and simple. We'll have one here. Oh, we're too close to the storage box. Right, there we go. And then maybe... Oh, wrong toolbar. We just do a little splitter, not a merger, a splitter. He can come from behind. Why is it not lining up? I think it is, it just wasn't showing the little line. And then, can I do this into here? Yeah, even though he's clipping through the floor, we'll delete that so it just doesn't look too terrible. So he's doing that. This guy should power up again. Yeah, it sounds like he is. And then, so what have we got coming out of here at the moment? 120 quartz per minute. Okay. If we get you making crystals, use 37.5 for that. If we get you making silica, you use 22.5 and you make 37.5. Hang on, is that number? Oh, interesting. And yeah, that adds up to 60, right? So, okay, fine. We'll put this guy on half for now, I think, because we're not going to expand this too much more just now. But this way, he can just pump into here, fill this up. These guys need some power. just put a new little grid here just for these guys. Get these guys powered up. They should start now. Get an extra storage box for each of these. One here and one here. We'll just connect those up. Now at least we've got some of this stuff getting made, and it's just going to be waiting here ready for us when we want it. What I might do off camera, I think, between episodes, I might go around and set up a load of sinks. Because it's quite a tedious job and I'll just be doing it over and over. But essentially what that would involve is, in a situation like this, we put a smart splitter here. And we use that smart splitter to just do the overflow thing that we talked about previously. And we'll just let the box fill up. When the box is full, then we'll start overflowing into a sink. And at least we're getting something out of this extra stuff. We might as well just use this power and use resource just to get some tickets. If we're going to do anything. I'll get rid of that box because that looks terrible. That block, because it looked bad. All of these ones don't even need to be here, so we'll just get rid of those as well. Right, this should just now tick along nicely until these are full. I just want to make sure is he connected? No, he's only got one power line connection, so you can go there, you can go there. I'll just connect this little guy to it as well. I'll just top your wood up, shall I? There you go. You've been going for ages. So that's all good. Right. So happy with that. We also need to do a similar exercise now, just quickly, with the SAM. Because we don't need loads of this just yet, and we don't need to take it with us. It's a bit tricky what you end up using it for. I don't want to talk about it too much just yet, but while we can mine it, and I'm here, so we just grab the miner. So on this, is this just normal, this one? Yeah, he is. So we'll get a miner on him. It's weird how they decide how high they're going to be. But there we go. He's set up. And we're just going to do a very similar thing with this guy. He's going to spew into a box. Maybe I should do some floor for this, though, because it is all very uneven here. Let's try climbing up on top of this. Nice. Alright, that'll do, I think. Maybe just a couple to the side, just to make sure we got enough room. So this guy is going to spew out into a storage box, where we're going to just keep the SAM that comes out. Or the raw SAM, that's what we'll call it. And that's going to go into a constructor that's going to make our reanimated SAM. What is it? Is it called? I can't remember. We'll have a look now. So we'll pop him here. I won't connect him up yet, just in case, because it's got a funny number, if I remember right. Reanimated SAM. He wants 120 per minute, and he'll make 30 per minute if we do that. Well, we've only got 60 coming out of this thing, I think. Let's just check on it. Even though it's normal, is that 60? Yeah. So normal is 60, so that's fine. So let's get him on 50. He'll be expecting 60. He's only going to make 15 reanimated SAM a minute, but that's no big deal. We can put all of that stuff in there. We can run. Oh, wrong toolbar again. Put a conveyor into there. And then all we'll do is we'll just add another box, I think, by here for now. It's just going to have output of this guy. If we expand this in the future, because we could increase the production of this miner at some point, that'll be good. But like for now, he's going to just dump it into that box. That box is going to fill up this machine. That machine's going to fill up this box. And then we'll just have a bunch of stuff ready to go when we need it. We just need to extend the power over to that as well. That was quite a quick and easy one. It's just what we do with this stuff after this is the hard bit. But we'll worry about that a bit later. We might have to transport the reanimated SAM to somewhere else. Well, there's no might about it. We're definitely going to have to. Or we bring the other goods that we need into this bit. Or actually, we could do it. So we looked at it earlier. We do have the recipe, I think. So let's have a quick look, just so I can explain my thought process there. Oh no, we haven't unlocked it yet. It was in the next. It was in the tech tree. It's like the stuff that comes the level after this. It needs a manufacturer to make it, which is like an assembler that takes 3 things. So we need one of those. But the items you get from it, they are useful, but they're also the kind of items I could just come and drop in some stuff here, let them craft and come and pick them up another time. They're not essential for sort of everyday use. But look, this is ticking along. We've got our cool looking reanimated Sam coming. It looks quite spooky, doesn't it? Look at it all jiggling about inside. What's going on? But we want to get that sorted because the sooner we can get the dimensional depot done, the better. Because, oh man, that stuff's real good. In fact, can we already do it? No, that's fine. But yeah, we want to get that. Right, we've made our zipline. Why don't we try this out? Since we've got it. Oh, we're going to clip through a wall. So it doesn't work when you clip through walls. The other thing about it is a little bit annoying at first. Well, let's just explain. So you can press the left mouse button and it opens the thing like this. You have to hold it to make that work. If you want to just permanently toggle it on, you can right click and it'll just stay on without you holding anything. And then when it's open, when you go near a power line, it just starts you moving along it. You can press shift to toggle speed to go fast or slow, and you have to jump around these little power poles or else you just bosh into them like that. Too fast, too factory. Move faster than 140 kilometers an hour. I think we just cheated that achievement somehow. But anyway, so they're quite nice, and it does make moving around a little bit easier. It takes a little bit of skill and a bit of knack to get the hang of the jumping. But once you get it, it's quite good. You can sort of do a little... Sometimes you do like a double jump. It doesn't seem to be doing that though. I'm bloody floating along on my stupid parachute right now. Oof. Yeah, so the trick is to kind of do like a sideways jump. To try and avoid the poles. And once you get the hang of it, it's quite nice. You can sort of do a sideways jump and you can sort of control yourself in the air a little bit. So you can get some nice sort of air time and do that sort of thing. But it is a bit tricky, not going to lie. A bit easier when we get the bigger power lines because you can just slide on them without crashing into the poles. But for now, you know, it helps us get home a lot quicker. Look at this. Obviously, got to be careful of big falls. And here we go. Quite a bit done there. Excellent. So, looking at the clock, we've got 20 minutes-ish left for the episode. I think the time I think is going to ding a little bit early because we did do quite a bit of pausing today, just to do some boring crafting. We had quite a lot of good adventures though. We had to really sort out some stuff, didn't we? So maybe now I'm going to go and check the power station quick because I know it was fraught. So I just want to see how it's looking. We've got tons of fuel going on still, so that's good. How much is in there? 444. Are all the machines full again now? Yes. We've still got loads of wood and leaves coming through. It looks like leaves are finished. So I might have to do one more little run just to get some more. Yeah, we've got nothing left in these boxes now, and that's okay. So let's do something a little bit more interesting for the last little while, because our power grid should be fine. Let's just double check it. We did just add some new stuff to it. But look, our consumption is 250. It looks like it's sort of wobbling around. So, and our max consumption is 314, and our max capacity is 1080. So we're pretty safe. I think we're going to be okay for a while. The biomass isn't even going to need to kick in because this 600 flat that we're generating is the coal, and that's not going to change unless the coal turns off. So unless we go beyond 1080 by accident now, unless we go beyond 600 even, the fuel in our biomass is not going to get used. So we don't need to top it up too urgently. Maybe now what we'll do, I just glanced up at our objective. 322. It's ticking up. It's ticking up. It's slow, but we're getting there. So why don't we go and have a look at the hub and see what other stuff we can do. It might be worth us. Sorry, let me just look at this real quick. Because we do have... What else do we have in here? I can make stun rebars. Let's just do that because I've never tried them before. They might be useful against some of the bigger enemies if they just make them go asleep for a little bit or something. Might give us enough time to just eke out a little bit of time to grab a slug or whatever. So that's cool. We've got power poles Mark II, which are really good because they allow they allow for up to 7 connections instead of 4, which is obviously beneficial. We've got some other stuff here. High-speed connector. He's like a weird building block used for specific things. Priority power switch is quite an interesting one as well. I haven't really used it much, but you can use it to remotely turn things on and off, which is cool. We've got power switch as well. We've got programmable splitter here, which is kind of like it's the same thing as we didn't actually look at the smart splitter properly. I've just realised, did we? We put them in last time, but we didn't look at it properly. So we'll just have a quick look at the screen, just so we can see what's what. So, we can actually demonstrate how it's working right now. And look at that. Sorry, look at the nice reflections on the actual plates. How good does that look? This game is amazing looking. But because this is full now, you know, he's full. He's using them every now and again. Look, they're clicking up a few times. And then this will fill this. But ultimately, they'll just keep going into storage as the spares now. So that's really great. We're over full on rods. They're constantly being used over there, it looks like. And our screws are constantly moving as well. I think we're only going to due to get something silly like 4 per minute. Going to manage to squeeze through. So it's not going to be very high. But we're going to look at this screen real quick. So I've just picked these 2 options of any and overflow. But you can, of course, pick from all these different things as well. So we've got any, none, any undefined. So that does the opposite of choosing something. So you can pick anything from the list as well. So I could just say AI limiters. If they come through here, they're going left. Any will go forward. If you leave it on any and AI limiters like this, every other AI limiter will go either left or through this thing. That's how it works. The way you can figure that out if you're unsure is just try it. Right? That's a lot of this stuff in this game. You just try it to figure out, and that's how I figured it out. If you wanted to change this one to send anything other than AI limiters, you would use any undefined. Right? But we're going to leave it on any because that's how I want it right now. But you can search this box. It's quite nice, so I can just look for, you know, particular items and then pick them like that. So it's cool. It's cool. They are good. But anyway, that's ticking along as always, so that's doing pretty well. Maybe we'll just look at... So what was I getting distracted with? We were looking at the tech tree. Did I have anything I could do here? These power poles are quite good. I am carrying loads of Caterium, so maybe we just set up a quick thing to sort of smelt that for us. Smelt it and then turn it into bars. Can I stick that somewhere out of sight a little bit? Maybe we just tuck it over here by this tree. So we just need... I need a storage container to put in the stuff, storage container for the stuff to come out, and then we need a smelter and... Sorry tree, I'm going to cut you down, mate. So this one's going to have all of this stuff in it. He needs to feed to a smelter. So we'll put him here. Like that, that'll do. And we also need a constructor. So we'll put him this way, I think. And then I need another box that I hope I can put here. Why isn't it letting me put it there? Encroaching another object's clearance. Why is it doing that? Which object is it encroaching? Very confused. Now that was weird. I was holding control. It should have been locking to it. Never mind. It is what it is. So we'll connect you to you. We'll connect you to you. And we'll connect you to you. And I just need to grab some power. And we'll get you making Caterium ingots and you making quick wire plays. And how many can he produce? 15 per minute. And he's expecting 12 per minute. So that's okay. What we might do is just tune him down to make 12. And then that'll just keep the power flowing nice and smoothly. So grand. So that's going to make us some more quick wire that we can use to either complete missions or make some what they called AI limiters. They are very useful. What else can we do? Let's check then we've only got, 15 minutes left, but we can have a quick look what our next targets might be. So let's just remind ourselves, did we do all of this stuff? We did. We've put some water extractors down. They've gone into our coal. We hooked everything up with pipes and conveyors to make sure that the coal was getting in and the water was getting in. We did a fancy thing where we made sure the water was distributed evenly. A fancy messy thing, by the way. We can go for this one now, I think. I've probably got all of this stuff already. And we can just make a little tractor and have a little drive. And maybe next time we can think about setting up some sort of delivery service. We can think about that because we're going to have steel to do next. Grand. Steel's going to be our next big project. And vehicular transport will tie into that quite nicely. Got enough of those. Got enough of those. Don't have enough of those, but I do have enough of those. Let's go and get ourselves some cable. See, what I would like to do now, there's a part of me that's thinking I'd like to almost bring the copper output to be up alongside this. So at least all of my outputs are like in a nice line here, and I can just grab things really easy instead of having to run all the way down here all the time. But this area, I don't know how much longer it's going to be useful. Things are getting a bit crazy here. Take some of that. We were coming to get cable. So I've got some spare. I actually only need 200, so maybe we'll put half a stack back in. Concrete, how are you doing? I'm doing all right on concrete, so I won't take you with me. Copper sheets, I think I had way too many, didn't I? I will put some back. We don't need to be carrying that many, I don't think. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. Donk. So, we can now build truck stations and tractors. Very, very exciting. And we can use them to sort of automate some stuff, which is going to be really, really useful. The movement of materials is the main thing you'd want to do. How many roads have I got? Not many. We'll take that one. And maybe we'll just go and try and set up a quick tractor thing outside, just so you can see what it looks like, and we'll get a bit of a feel what it can do. So, let's see. Where's nice and open for us to do this? This could work. So, I'm actually going to spawn a tower. We'll just climb up that because it's a lot easier to see from above. Let's see if we can actually just set up a little route. That might be quite a good little demo. We can just show how that works. So, under transport, see, we've got truck station and tractors as our new things. And these obviously use our most recently sort of starting to craft items. And that's generally how this game works as well, right? Like, we'll unlock new building blocks, and then the future stuff will just use those building blocks. And you still keep a use for your old building blocks because your old building blocks make these things. So it's quite a tricky thing to get the exact balance right, because you need to keep a supply of old building blocks so you can make just normal conveyor belts and building constructors and things like that. So yeah, it's quite interesting. But anywho, let's make a truck station here. We'll just pop it here just for the sake of it. We're not going to do anything too extravagant. We're going to put another one down here. We'll just set up like a little route between these two just so we can see how it works. And we'll make a little tractor. I do like the tractors. Oh, is he going to be green by default? It's going to be lovely if he is. He's going to look so nice. Come on. Oh yeah, he looks good. He looks real good. Right, so tractors need a few things to work. And I'm going to just go and hop in here real quick. And we'll steal a bit of biofuel to help us demonstrate that. How much am I carrying? I've got 71. Oh golly, I did not mean to take all of that. Sheesh. Right, there we go. We got a bit more. That's fine. So, these guys, not only do they need... So, for the truck station to work, it needs power. You see it's got a red light on the top. So, first thing we need to do is actually just grab a power line and bring it here. If we can. Maybe we'll just... Yeah, we'll extend this one down this way, I think. So, we'll connect this guy. And then we'll connect this guy up here. There we go. So they've both got power now. That's cool. And if we use one, we can see its sort of status screen. Of course, I think if we take the power line off, it would say no power. So that's your little clue if you're missing something like that. So if we look here, he uses 20 megawatts. Quite a lot of power for sitting there doing nothing most of the time. This is fuel. What is this? Fuel consumption. The amount of fuel required for a vehicle to finish its route. I'm not really sure how that could be relevant for a single stop, because you could have multiple trucks stopping here. So I'm not really sure what that number means. It has a slot for fuel, so we'll give it some, like this. And we can tell it, you can give it inventory, either manually, like I could come here and do that if I wanted to, or what you can also do is connect it in the back with some of these slots. So if we look at these, you've got like 2 ins, 2 outs. Well, actually, you've got 3 ins. And if you look, this one's got a little, this is the fuel in. So if we wanted, we could automate some of that biofuel from the station. We could put that on a belt and bring it here and put it in, so that this fuel stop there would always be fuel at this stop. These ones we can use to put in specific goods, and these ones will just output. Right, so they'll output whatever's in there in the order it's in there, just like a normal box does. You know, it'll from the bottom corner all the way backwards and up the list. It's going to just output in the order stuff is in there. What we want to do, yeah, we've still got about 9 minutes left by my counting, so we're just going to keep going for a little longer. So if I put an item in here like these leaves, right? What will happen is a car will come to this stop once I've set up a route, and he'll, depending on this thing down here, look, we've got a load and unload setting. This one's on load. We'll leave it on load for now. And what the vehicle will do is it comes here, it docks with this station, and it will load any contents. Oh, excuse me, yawning. It'll take any contents that are in here and take them to wherever it's going. And you can make a truck stop at several places if you want. That generally, though, will take as much as it can and fill itself up in one stop. So it's a bit hard if you wanted to make it do a route where it goes to picks up some, I don't know, like some plates from one place, some screws from another place, and something else from another place, and bring it somewhere else. It's quite hard to do that unless the storages are not full. So yeah, if this is full of plates, for example, this one we're looking at right now, when the car comes here, it will just fill up itself just with plates, and then if it gets to the next place, it won't pick up anything because it'll be full. So it's a little bit, you have to play with the trucks quite a lot to figure out all the little idiosyncrasies about how they work. This is our truck. Oh, I accidentally used his inventory straight away. I can't drive it. He's not doing anything because he's got no fuel. So if we look, this is he's got a little box on the back. This took me ages to find the first time, by the way. He's got his own little crafting bench in the back here. So we can make stuff if we want, which is great. And we can store stuff. You can also give him fuel directly, like I can just sort of put it in him like that. What you can also do, though, that's really handy, I think, is we could just put some fuel in here and it will automatically go to that car. There you go. Oh, it actually disappeared as soon as I put it in. So all that fuel has gone straight into this guy. And then let's have a look at this station. He's operational. He's on load. But we're going to change him to unload. So what this should do now is that once we've set up the car to do a little route, it'll pick up the stuff that's in there, bring it off here and drop it off. So next we need to look at how you do that. So I can drive the vehicle now. So it's quite simple controls. These things are quite funny. They bounce around a lot. They tip over, they lose balance. So I'd recommend you go quite slowly, especially when we're doing the thing we're about to do, which is recording a route. So I'm just going to delete this so it's not in our way as we're driving around. So if we press, you can see our options at the bottom of the screen here. Record menu, load path, hide path, change camera, toggle headlights. You can figure out most of these yourself. So we're going to have a quick look at the open record menu. So what this one does is it lets us start a recording. We can then turn on autopilot for this vehicle to follow the recording. We've got an option to turn off the nodes, but what we'll do, well, let's just start recording and we'll see what happens, shall we? So we'll close the menu by pressing Q again, and now I can drive. And you can see it's leaving these little symbols behind me as I drive. They're showing what I do. Like, so if we wait for a minute, oh, you can see there, it's added like a pause symbol. And otherwise they do little play symbols. So we can just drive like this until we get to somewhere. And then this, watch it, will get an automatic, I can press F myself to start it. Like if I wanted to manually drive a car around and do the pickups, you can do that. But they're designed for sort of automation, really. So we've picked up the goods, great. We'll come back up here. And we'll just, to finish the lap, you have to like hit the start line again. Now, I've done that in a wonky way. It'll be funny to see how the AI deals with that. So what we'll do is we're not even going to... You can save the path then, and we'll call it like my first path for now. I can save that. And this path has been selected as this vehicle's path. What this does mean, right, is that I can... Oh, sometimes you get a bug where your mouse doesn't work when you get out of a vehicle. It's annoying. You just open the menu and close it again, it comes back. But what we can do is copy this tractor, even, and I can get in this tractor, and I can now press load path, and I can put him on the same path. So if we wanted, we could have both of these vehicles doing the same path. So we'll actually do that just to see what happens. But I'm not going to give him any fuel just yet. We'll do that in a second. Let's get this one driving the path first, because what I also recommend you do is once you set this sort of stuff up, is you need to test the path and make sure it works. Because sometimes you'll accidentally have gone too close to another truck stop and maybe caused a stop there when you didn't mean to. It might hit a bit where it means the car flips over every time, because the way it follows it is not exactly how you drove. It's close to how you drove. So we'll leave these nodes on. This hide nodes just hides them like that, so you don't have to see them when you're running around everywhere. But we'll leave them on and we'll turn on autopilot, and the car won't start driving by itself until I get out. So I get out, and now he's going to figure out what he's doing. What we do, he's just dropped off those leaves actually, so maybe we'll go down here real quick and we'll put something else in here for him to bring. There we go, some stinger remains. So here he comes. Oh, he stopped there because there was the pause. We don't want that really, so I'll show you what we can do about that in a second. Oh no, it's just one. So these little nodes are the path that the guy is following, right? Look, there he goes. Let's just see him pick up his stuff. They're a bit chaotic when you watch them, so don't sweat it. They can do things like get stuck in trees, but they always, after a few seconds, they sort of pop themselves back onto their route, so it's fine. So what we got is this pause node is what was making him just stop for no reason. So we'll pick that up, and maybe we'll just delete this node, right? So that's gone now. So now he won't just stop here for no good reason anymore. Look, we've got another one here. So let's get rid of that. We can change the wait time, but what we're going to do is just delete it. We don't want him to wait there anymore. And what we've actually got as well, so you can delete these nodes as you want, and it will affect the route that the guy takes. So we can see most of these are fine. Look, it's in a little loop, and he's coming back up here. Got a little bit of confusion here at the end. Look, there's like there's an extra one here we probably don't need, so let's get rid of that one. This one's probably not helping very much, so I'll delete that one. And now it kind of feels like we've just got a nice circular route. He's just going to repeat this forever now, by the way, until he runs out of fuel. So if we go up, has he already dropped both sets of things? Yeah, so he's already dropped our stuff for us because he's so efficient. And here he comes again. So I'm quite happy, and we'll see now how does he deal with this route. He slows down a little bit, and then he just turns. So that's great. We've corrected the route a little bit, and now he's just got a nice efficient route. So what we'll do next, let's give this guy a tiny bit of fuel so he can start. Here you go, mate. Let's open the record menu and get your autopilot on and get out. Are you going to go? Sometimes they do this, look, because I don't know what's going on there. He's close enough to have triggered that, I think. So maybe after this he's going to move. Hello? We'll give him a second. Maybe he's going to wake up. It is a bit strange how it works sometimes. Oh, there we go. He just teleported. He's obviously stuck. So that's it. We've just set up two little trucks, and they would just do this loop forever now. I've got to be honest though, like, you never need this many trucks on a single route in my experience so far, because you've got to think about it. Most of the products you create a set amount a minute, like 20 per minute, right? On something like these steel plates. You know, one stack of these, in 1 minute you're going to make 20. Right, so let's just say those are 20 each. So that's 4 minutes worth of stuff. So unless your route is exceptionally long, there's no way you're going to get like 200 plates made in time. So it can be feasible to do the thing we talked about earlier, where you get a truck picking up several different objects. But in my experience, it works better to just feed all of those different objects in, and then use something like smart splitters or something like that the other side to tell those things where to go. But yeah, there we go. This is a little truck route. What would be interesting to just demonstrate is, if we can, before we're on time, there is a weird thing that happens where... Right, I'm going to load a new path this time. So we're going to record, and I'm going to just do it right now real quick before this guy comes back up. I'm going to go this way, right down the same path as this guy. We're going to cut across here. Going to go back up here. We'll go round the back to the finish line. Like that. So we'll save this path. Let's call... Oh wait, did I press the wrong button? That's the wrong button. We wanted to save, not load. We'll call this my second path. If we save this one, and now we'll leave them on autopilot and get out and see what happens. Where you going, mate? See, sometimes they just do absolutely wild stuff like this. Come on. He's been drinking him for breakfast. Where are you going now? He is losing his mind, but there we go. He's walked back onto the path and he's now going around. What we should see in a minute, though, is hopefully an example of conflict. In fact, I think we have one. We can see it here. The tractor's got this weird icon flashing. Can you see? Why is that? Well, why is that one flashing? What is this one? It's annoying when you can't mouse over the icon. Where am I? Let's turn me off. He's out of fuel. Oh, of course. It's because the truck stopped to run out of fuel. Let's give it some more fuel so they can carry on running. There you go. Have a lot more fuel so people can keep moving. That guy's going to run out of fuel too. Oh, he's got 69. He should be fine for now. So when you get the little exclamation mark like that, that's a sign that the truck has run out. Something's wrong with the truck. Why isn't he automatically getting more fuel just from this? Because he's right here. He should be getting it. I'm not sure why he isn't. This game's a bit like that sometimes. We'll let him drive off. Hopefully he'll get some before he comes back again. I can't remember. Did we put fuel down in that one to start? We did. So what I'm hoping is going to happen here is we're going to see another trouble happen with one of the tractors. That used to plague me the first time I ever set these things up. And it's called a deadlock. I think it's what happens when they both try and move into the same sort of position at once. There we go. We got one straight away. That's very handy. So we got a deadlock. I'm a little bit frustrated that these things exist in the game, because when you're halfway across the map and this happens and you're like, oh, my steel's not going to be coming to base anymore and that's going to mess everything up. Because all you have to do to resolve it is this. All I'm going to press now is the E key twice, just so you know. There you go, resolved. They're going to have a little dance, but they'll just carry on then. But the thing is, they will deadlock every time they come back to this point. So the only thing I can suggest if you're messing with tractors is to set up one-way routes, which are very wide roads, make pathways, give your trucks a lot of room to turn around and rejoin the same one-way route. Otherwise, yeah, you'll just get in trouble. You'll really get in trouble. But there we go. Anyway, I think we're probably at time, and that'll do for today. We did a lot of adventuring today. It's been good. We looked at some cool, interesting new stuff like the tractors. We looked at coal power. Yeah, it's been real good fun. But anyway, as ever, thanks as always for hanging out with us. I will catch you very soon in the next one.